I don't even know how to do this right now, guys. I don't know why I'm really even making this video, or what I hope to get out of it, or what I hope to kind of hear back from you guys. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to have any hate go on to this, but I'm sure there will be some of that as well. Honestly, I maybe like some of you guys are starting to kind of wonder why you were watching Super to begin with. This was a show that I was really excited about to see back when it was announced, because I was kind of in the whole hype train with all of Dragon Ball's renaissance going on with the release of Xenoverse and the Fukatsu no F movie. And just everything that was kind of put in there, just kind of re-establishing our nostalgia for this particular series. And that was awesome. I mean, there was so much promise and everything. And obviously you can talk about, oh, well, they shouldn't have remade the movies. That kind of put a dent in what they were talking about or what was going on in the entire show. And yeah, that's true. I mean, this show started going downhill, or we had kind of our doubts about its particular future once we got into the Fukatsu no F arc after about 14 episodes, or essentially the first 18 episodes or something. That whole 9 episodes between episode 18 to episode 27 were just, really reviled from the fans, not just because of the animation, but also the storytelling and the fact that they weren't really doing anything very particularly different from the movie, and the movie didn't have that much substance anyway. And honestly, like I've said before, there's just been the last couple of episodes, honestly, ever since episode basically 28 onward into episode 42, have been pretty good. They've been really nice. I really like them in terms of quality. But like I said, and I've said in multiple videos with D-Free or other people, that we're 42 episodes into a series with literally no direction. And now we get this new, I guess, spoiler or whatever you want to call it, with this announcement that Future Trunks is actually going to be back into Dragon Ball Super. And there's something, be it confirmed or not or something, it sounds like, with no real confirmation, that there's going to be some kind of evil Goku presence that's going to bring in all the Kaioshin, the gods of destruction, even the Omni King himself, into fighting, or fighting for the universes or something, before we get into this next tournament. And like I said, that sounds cool. I want to see this. I want to see. It sounds like we're going to finally be getting some kind of stakes, some relevance, something that actually could potentially stand up to the people that we've actually seen at this point. There's someone who could stand up to the Omni King, someone, Whis, Vados, Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, Champa, anybody at this point that is even remotely threatening. But I'm sorry, I can't feel happy about this. And I know I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one who's doing this, who's watching this stuff play out and just feel like, what is going on with this show? It's like we are completely throwing away any semblance of a story or any relevance or something. And Toriyama at this point is just going off of basically almost everything he's heard over the last 20 years with no Dragon Ball, going, man, I really like Trunks, you should bring him back. Or, man, have you heard about this multiverse fan fiction type of thing? Or wouldn't it be cool if there was other universes in this? And these ideas, while unpredictable, are not unpredictable in a good way. They are so random, and they are so just ham-fisted into this already overly complex, overly stuffed, just jumble of ideas. Not even a story at this point. We don't know what's going on. We don't know where we're leading to in 3 or 4 episodes. We're not going to be anywhere closer to an idea of what's going to happen for the future of Dragon Ball Super than we were back in July of last year, 2015. And that, to me, is just one of those things. It's starting to get very, very concerning that can this show really turn itself around just by one good arc after we've sat around and watched it for a year of essentially nothing happening? I mean, nothing that we didn't already know, or stuff that was just overly playful or just nonsensical to the point where it was almost infuriating, on top of all the animation problems that we had in the past. And I don't know. I don't know if Trunks is a good idea. I don't know if he can save the show. I don't know if an evil Goku or whatever it happens to be is a good idea. I don't know if it can save the show. But to me, it just doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel like someone actually came up with the story that they genuinely wanted to tell. And in any way, I don't care if it's Toriyama, Toritaro, Toei even. I don't care who came up with this idea to do this and they got excited about it. It just feels so much like fan fiction that we've done this before as fans. We've thought, oh, well, wouldn't it be cool this, that, or this or that? Not saying they can't do that and make it their own. It's just we've been introduced to so much already that could have already been taken into a new direction or whatnot. They can go here, they can go there, they can run into this person. Why do we need future Trunks back? Why do we need evil Goku? If it is evil Goku, guys, that is not confirmed. Nothing's about that's confirmed. It's just certain wording that was used. I don't know. I don't know. I want to hear what you guys have to think about this and whether is Dragon Ball Super just becoming a bit much? Is it too easy to hate now? Is it too easy to just write it off as being something, oh, well, it's not trying to compete, it's not trying to do this, it's trying to be whatever it wants to be and have fun? Is that good enough? Is it good enough to just sit around and hate the show, hate it for everything that it's worth, but continue to hate watch it, or simply to watch this show and think, oh, well, it's not good, but, why does it have to be good? Well, can you sit around and justify it one way or the other? Or is it just like every week you're watching something that's literally pissing you off or making you make logical leaps and bounds to a certain conclusion that, yeah, the show's good, but... And I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'll probably keep watching. I'm a huge fan. I want to keep watching. I want to keep making content. I want to be excited for Dragon Ball Super again. It just hasn't happened. I mean, watching the hit fight with Goku was amazing, but I had problems with it, sure. It could have done it better. They could have done it better in ways that the show actually kind of introduced. That's fine. I can get over that as long as the show would actually take that and move into a new story. But now we're in this new filler arc, it seems like, and we're heading into something even completely different, introducing some other dynamic that we haven't even been introduced to. I mean, Dragon Ball Z has already dealt with timeline issues. That's fine. But if we have 10 other universes to explore at this point, and the Omni King, and the promise of another tournament, and just anything else, why are we exploring past, present, and future again? Why are we not exploring other universes? Why are we diving back into something that we've already explored with a character who will have to take leaps and bounds of logical, jumps, just logical jumps, to make him even remotely relevant at this point to Goku and Vegeta's strength. Not just Goku and Vegeta's strength, mind you, but also Gohan and, when they're fused, Gotenks, or Piccolo, or anyone. Like, it's hard for me to believe that Trunks is going to be relevant through power alone. Maybe just relevance and news and everything, but that doesn't make his character exciting if he's just coming in and saying, oh, well, this new enemy and you guys need to help me and everything. I mean, that was basically what he was regulated to in Dragon Ball Z anyway. And, not picking on Trunks. A lot of people like him, but, you go back and think about how he actually worked and helped in that saga, and it's just, he comes across as a crybaby. He comes across as someone who just cannot help himself do anything and needs to go back and plead for Goku to save him. And we're getting that again. And I don't think, the big problem I have with this is essentially you can give fans what they want, what they've been desiring, what they've been asking for decades. But when you give it to them this way, it's kind of toxic. We don't know what we want as fans because we don't know the characters as well as someone like Toriyama or anyone like that at Toei. We don't know them. We don't know the stories. We don't know the world as well as they do to some degree. I mean, obviously some people would disagree with that, and they have every right to. I mean, people like Herms and Geekdom and all them, like they got those guys, Dino, all these people, they know that world pretty well. They can probably come up with a really good story one way or the other. Honestly, I'm just more of a I actually like how stories are told, not necessarily how exactly these people interact and work, and all these different dubs and everything, and who these people are legitimately. The thing is, I don't know. I don't know if getting everything that we wanted, like a Universal Tournament or an Evil Goku or Trunks getting back or anything like that, is worth our time, because it's not new. It's not good enough, in my opinion. Like I said, it could be, but I don't know. Anyway, this has been a fairly long video, guys. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to throw this up on my channel with just a single picture. Like I said, I'm not looking for haters. I'm really just looking for just essentially someone to share their opinion about whether or not this is a good move for Dragon Ball Super to take, and whether or not we should be excited. I am so on the fence right now, as opposed to excitement, childhood nostalgia, fan want. Like I want this stuff really bad, and I really liked Multiverse, the fan manga series. I liked as a kid, I wanted to see kind of an evil Goku. People like Turles a character like Turles is usually and still kind of one of my favorite villains from the movies, because he was essentially evil Goku, and that was cool. But I've gotten older, I've moved past that, and now I want something to actually be substantive. I don't know, but like something to actually be meaningful and to tell a genuinely good story, even if it's short. And Super hasn't done that. I would have been fine with Super being about 52 episodes, 48 episodes, 42 episodes. I don't know where you would end it, but I would have been fine with that. But that's not what we're in. That's not what we're doing right now. And I just don't know. I don't know. I want so badly for it to be good, but it's not. And I don't know. Anyway, guys, please make sure to put your comments down below about what you think about Super and all this news and everything. It's not a rant. It's not anything. I want to know. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye.